the wind sweeps endlessly across the vast Mongolian steppe. Amid the whispering grass and galloping horses, a child was born beside the Anon River. They named him Temujin, a name that meant the man of iron will. Little did they know, this child's will would not just be of iron, but would forge an empire that would stretch across continents. From the very beginning, life tested him harshly. Imagine being just a boy, your world shattered in an instant. Temujin's father, a respected chieftain, was poisoned by rivals. His family was cast out, abandoned by their own tribe, left to fend for themselves in the unforgiving wilderness. They survived on roots and small game, facing starvation and the constant threat of attack. But within this young boy, a fire burned, a fire that hardship could not extinguish. It was a dream, a powerful vision, to unite all the Mongol tribes, to end the endless, senseless bloodshed between brothers. One day, he vowed to himself, the entire steppe will speak with one voice. This wasn't a thirst for power. It was a desperate plea for peace and unity. As he grew into a man, Temujin's strength and charisma began to draw others to him. He wasn't just a fierce warrior. He was a natural leader. He gathered loyal followers, men who saw in him not just raw strength, but a deep sense of purpose. He understood a fundamental truth that many rulers miss. True power doesn't come from the sharp edge of a sword, but from the bonds of unity, trust, and unwavering discipline. He treated his allies with respect, and his enemies with a calculated mix of ruthlessness and mercy, building a reputation that spread like wildfire across the plains. He began his quest, battle by battle, tribe by tribe. It was a long and arduous journey. He faced betrayal from his closest friend Jamuka, and was even captured and forced into servitude. But each setback only tempered his resolve, making his will even more like the iron of his name. He introduced revolutionary military tactics and a strict code of conduct. He promoted soldiers based on merit, not on their lineage, a radical idea that earned him the fierce loyalty of his men. He was building more than an army. He was building a nation from scattered, warring fragments. The year is 1206. On the banks of the Anon River, a great assembly, a Korotai, of all the Mongol chieftains, is called. Before this powerful gathering, the man once known as the outcast Temujin is proclaimed Genghis Khan, the universal ruler. This wasn't just a new title, it was the birth of a new era. The scattered tribes of the steppe were finally united under a single banner, the banner of the Grey Wolf, the ancient symbol of Mongol strength and spirit. The dream of the young boy starving in the wilderness had become a reality. With his people united, Genghis Khan unleashed a force the world had never seen. He led his armies across towering mountains, scorching deserts, and frozen plains. Too many. He was a conqueror, a force of nature. But to call him just that is to miss the genius behind the man. He was a master strategist, a visionary leader. His warriors, the legendary Mongol horsemen, moved like the wind and struck like thunder. They were masters of siege warfare, psychological tactics, and lightning-fast cavalry charges, reshaping the map of the world with a speed and precision that was simply unprecedented. But within the heart of Genghis Khan, there was more than just conquest. He dreamed of a new world order, a world not defined by walls and division, but connected by law, trade, and the exchange of ideas. He established the Yasa, a comprehensive legal code that governed everything from theft to adultery, creating stability and order across his vast empire. Under his rule, the legendary Silk Road, which had fallen into decline, was revitalized and made safe. For the first time in centuries, merchants, scholars, and missionaries could travel freely from China to Europe, creating a vibrant network of commerce and knowledge. He established a postal system, the Yam, that could relay messages across thousands of miles in a matter of days. He was not just tearing down empires. He was building bridges between civilizations. The year is 1227. During a great campaign against the Tangut kingdom, the aging emperor, now a legend in his own time, stands and looks out over the endless horizon of his homeland. The wind that welcomed him into the world now whispers through his silver hair. He is no longer the fierce warrior of his youth, but a patriarch who has seen his vision come to life. He turns to his sons and whispers softly, "I have conquered the lands, but what I am most proud of is uniting the hearts of my people." Soon after, he closed his eyes forever. His final resting place remains a mystery, hidden somewhere in the sacred mountains of Mongolia, just as he wished. Yet, his legacy is everywhere. The name Genghis Khan still echoes through history, like the thunder of a million hooves across the eternal steppe. He is a timeless symbol of unbreakable will, of a grand vision, and of the incredible power one person has to rise from nothing and change the destiny of the world. Thank you so much for joining us on this journey into the past. If you enjoyed this story and want to explore more incredible figures from history, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. We'll see you in the next video.